gathered here in the University of Manchester, and some of the students of the DTC MA are going to express their opinions on the digital age. We're going to start with Miss Danae. Would you like to tell us a few things about digital age?
Yeah, sure. Well, some thoughts that come to my mind right now. That pupils of past times were used to handwriting and text memorizing, but now pupils are quite different because they are taught through clicking and typing, as well as a combination of text and image teaching process. The digital age has penetrated education and seems to be fostered over time. And it's obvious that pupils are keen on technology. And when technology is integrated into our learning, it is easier for them to perceive the objectives and the content of a lesson, and then they are more able to remember what they were taught.
Are you talking on your behalf? Could you give us an example of your experience?
I used to be a pupil of the past time, so now I'm talking about the experience I have through the teaching years with students of low levels, junior and senior levels, so I know how they like to learn. And I know that they like to learn through technology because they are fond of technology. So they like using hypermedia, which includes text, graphic, audio, video, etc., you name it. They are fond of interactive whiteboards, of laptops, of iPads, and they like to create things and to interact with technology. So since technology has entered our lives in order to facilitate it, so then it can facilitate education as well.
Oh, thank you very much. There were interesting points you've raised here, Danae. Now we would like to hear you, Yashir. What do you have to say for that?
Okay, for digital age, when we talk about digital age, I tend to think about computers, digital devices, things that relate to computers, things relate to manipulating screens, either by typing, touching, mostly inserting command or program to complete a certain task. Mostly related to communication, for example, like email, social networking, blogging, and everything. Thank you.
What would be the best digitized technology to use in teaching and learning?
Of course, the internet.
The internet.
The internet. Once you got into the internet, it can penetrate to everything: video, image, audio. Most importantly, it can give you experience.
But what about a tangible technology, a device?
Tangible device, of course, the tablet, because it's mobile and it is light, easy, long-lasting battery.
Thank you very much, Bashir. And now to a more experienced interviewee, we're going to ask Svavar about his opinion on the matter.
I have to agree with both Yasir and Danae, because what I've been thinking about the digital age is that kids today have all this technology around them, and they are surrounded by information everywhere. They don't even wear watches, because a watch is just a single function device. You can say, okay, it shows the date as well, but they don't want that. They can see the time everywhere. They can see information everywhere. They're surrounded by it. And all of a sudden, well, in my reality, they come to school and they just have a whiteboard in front of them and a teacher, maybe a boring teacher even, so they're bored stiff in school. So the digital age has not arrived at school yet. I mean, everybody's trying to use computers, let's do this and that, maybe it's programming. 95% of kids are not interested in programming, so we have to do something else. So, where can we start? What can we do? How can we use all that shitload of stuff out there and just bring it into the classroom? I think that we should look at the work of Sir Ken Robinson, which you all know, of course, which is talking about the total revolution of education. He says that schools today are the work of the industrial age. That is, a bell rings, you go to class. A bell rings, you go out of class, into the next one. Why does it have to be that way? I mean, maybe you're bored stiff for 40 minutes. Why can't you just do something that you actually like with some sort of arrangement or of course, the schooling authorities have to steer people into some classes. That's obvious. But another example, why do kids that are born in the same year have to be in the same class? We all know that it takes us a few moments to figure out this guy is bright, that guy is stupid, they shouldn't be in the same class. Because many people should be with a year older, 2 years older, maybe. Many people should be with 1 year younger or something. It just takes us a few weeks to find out. Why do we have to keep them in classes?
Thank you very much, Svavar. These were really interesting points from the students of the University of Manchester. We'll be back soon. Thank you very much.